Hello everybody and welcome back for another top 10 list. This one is a personal top 10 list. You guys voted and it was a very close poll. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to have on Wednesdays, and we're gonna go with the something random because it makes it kind of fun. Wacky Wednesday, if you will. And this week, we're going to go over my top 10 personal favorite bands. For those who've been here long enough know, this was originally a music review channel. I'm bringing that back. I need to. I keep saying the world's been crazy, but I'm bringing it back, and we're going to bring back music reviews. Okay. But first of all, this is my top 10 bands. I've been wanting to do this one for a long time. I've put off doing it for a long time. And I want you guys to know, if you've been here long enough, you know who my top 3 favorite bands are. That's been expressed many times. But in this video, I'm finally going to say who is who. Who are the top 3 in what order. It was hard for me to decide, but at the same time, it was actually kind of easy once I stopped and thought about it. But I want you guys to go down below and predict what my top 10 favorite bands are. Don't cheat. Do not go to the end of the video and watch it. I'm not going to recap it. So if you do cheat, you're going to have to go to the whole thing. But don't cheat. Comment down below. And maybe there's some incentives to getting it right. If someone does get, no one's going to get it right. I guarantee you, no one's going to get it right. There's no way you can get my top 10. You just can't. It's not going to happen. If you do, you literally know me, and I've told you before. There has been a shakeup in the top 10. The 10th spot, kind of like with my top 10 songs, which I keep thinking I've released that. It was on my 1,000 subscriber special. I keep thinking I released it, but I haven't done so. Maybe I'll release that next week. But it's gonna be random Wednesdays. I'm rambling. One last announcement is, with these more personal size videos, if you guys like the personal style videos, I'm gonna be doing a little bit more of those. For those who know me as well, I'm a collector. I like collecting things. And over on the FCU channel, Fenrirock Universe, which is it's like the little sub-secondary channel in a way. I want to start going over more personal aspects of me. So if you want to know me better, please go subscribe to the FCU channel. I'm gonna start posting those videos on there. Like my guitar collection, what I'm into, like what mangas and stuff I'm into, my EDC stuff like this, day-to-day stuff. I'm looking into doing vlog. My life's not that interesting, really. What you guys see on here is what you get. It's just me. And then if I'm not here doing this, I'm working or just playing video games or watching a lot of YouTube. I'm trying to cut back on YouTube, actually. I'm trying to kind of pull myself back from watching so much, because if I have nothing to do, I'll sit there and watch reruns. Like the other day, I just watched GMM reruns, which is great. It's a fun time. Let's jump into the top 10 list, shall we? Okay, jumping in at number 10, we have the newest, most recent band that I've fallen in love with, but they perfectly encapsulate what I love about music and different genres I love about music. Electric Callboy. I have fallen deeply in love with this band's music because I love metal and I love, electronic dance and pop stuff. I love all of it, and they perfectly encapsulate everything into one genre, and they are a fun time. They're not serious. They can be serious, like the song Parasite. There's like that song's serious, and they have many other songs, but yeah, freaking Techno came out. I listened to the whole album. It was one of my favorite albums of all time. I still play it on the regular. I love that album. I love Electric Callboy, and they just encapsulate everything I love. And I'm gonna go over for each band what my favorite song is, and for them, it still is "Arrow of Love." That song is perfection to me. I adore the hell out of that song. It has everything I love of it. It perfectly encapsulates. When you think of Electric Callboy, if you want to show someone what they are, show them that song. I think it does a great job of showing who they are, what they are. Love it. Number 10, Electric Callboy. At number 9, like I said, you are not going to guess. There's no way you guess this list. If you do, again, you cheated, or you know me, or you just are smart. Number 9's Enigma. I think I've expressed how much I love Enigma on here. Growing up in the 90s and then early 2000s, and then everyone found out more about them when Tropic Thunder dropped and Sadness came out, and everyone heard that great, fantastic song. I love Enigma. I love vibey trance music. I just love the stuff where you just sit down and chill. I have a crafted, I can show you on, I still have a certain streaming app for music that a lot of people don't really care about anymore. I still have Pandora, and I have 2 stations on here I've crafted, and the reason why I still have them is because I've worked hard on making them perfect. My REM station, which is my late 90s, early 2000s rock radio station. That's been perfectly crafted to be fantastic. And then I also have Sadness Part 1 radio on here. I don't think it shows when I created it, but it made the perfect play. It doesn't say when I created it. It might, but I'm not going to go digging. I love Enigma. Just the way they make me feel, the way they sound, everything about their music just chills me out, makes me feel a certain way. It's great gaming music too, just have playing in the background because it's not, it's not intrusive. That's why I also love when watching Game Grunts when they're playing Dark Souls 3 and they went through the whole Return of Innocence stuff. That was hilarious. The why I stuff. It's a whole bit. If you haven't seen it, please go watch the Game Grumps Dark Souls 3 playthrough. It's hilarious. My favorite song from Enigma, though, is the long version of Sadness, is where they combined it with Principles of Lust. So Principles of Lust / Sadness. It's like 11 minutes or so. It's magnificent. I was going to combine masterpiece and magnificence, so it's a magnifer piece. Enigma number 9. Number 8. Trust me, we're going to get a little more predictable in a little bit, but number 8 is still Lady Gaga, or Stephanie Angelina Germanotta. I love Lady Gaga. Still holds probably one of the best concerts I ever saw. Oh man, I saw her back in 2000. I think it was 2017. With my sister, took out there for her birthday. I love Lady Gaga. I do. She's the one that finally broke my shell of me announcing like to my friends group, because in high school I was in a metal band. This is like the mid 2000s, the late 2000s. I'm class of 09, represent. It wasn't cool to like pop music, and every time Poker Face would come on the radio, I'd rock out. And my friends would go, "This is stupid. Change the station." And once Born This Way came out, like I started the Fame Monster, I think it's the second album. I'm drawing a huge one. Bad Romance. I'm drawing a blank right now. I started being a little more loose with it, stopped caring a little bit. My closer friends knew, but then once Born This Way came out, and then like the messages came through, because in Born This Way she really started to express herself more, and like people started to hear the real stuff what she does, because Fame, Fame and Fame Monster, Fame. She was definitely just it was a product of she's a new artist. You don't get this album out. Just Dance is a prime example of this, but she has messages in her music. She has great messages. She's a freaking lyricist. She's an amazing, talented singer. And once Born This Way came out, the message came out, I said, screw it. I don't give a damn what people think. And I fully embraced Mama Monster. And I love Lady Gaga's music still. My favorite track is still Electric Chapel. Yeah, call me biased because it's the rockin' song with guitar in it, but it's also sick. It also has Brian May doing the guitar solo. Or no, Brian May help. Brian May helped was, I don't remember. It's been, that song's also 15 years old now or something like that. My brain don't work no more, guys. I'm getting old. My birthday was last week. I'm getting old. Actually, it's been almost 2 weeks since my birthday. See, I can't even remember last week. I'm losing my mind. Electric Chapel, Lady Gaga's number 8. Oh my God. All right, now jumping into predictability. I said in this competition, I love both these bands. One I love more than the other, but it doesn't mean like I chose a certain other band more than this other band. And the things people claim is people say I just hate Metallica. I don't. Metallica is my 7th favorite band of all time. I love Metallica. Growing up when I became a new metalhead, listen to music, you're gonna listen to Metallica, and I love Metallica. I just like people who claim I don't like Metallica just because I think Megadeth is the better band doesn't mean I like. It drives me crazy. People think you can't like two things. And I like both bands. I like Megadeth more, but I love Metallica still. I just do. Also, it's like when I did the album review for the latest album, 72 Seasons, people think I don't like the album just because I didn't like one part of a song. It's amazing how you can say so many good things about something for so long in it. In one part, they go, you hate everything. People are crazy, man. But there's not much I have to say. My favorite track is Disposable Heroes. You guys know why Metallica's amazing. They've been around forever. But yeah, Metallica, number 7. My favorite track is Disposable Heroes. It's just, I love the band. My favorite track has shifted around because it depends on what mood I am. Like for a while, Spit Out of the Bone was. I believe I released a top 10 favorite Metallica songs. Like, yeah, I know I did. Go back and check that out. I also did my top 10 Metallica albums. Eventually, I'm gonna do the full song rankings. And my songs might change. Disposable Hero is going to be number 1 song still, though. I love that song. It's awesome. Metallica, number 7. Number 6. We're going into classic territory of me growing up listening to a certain album and just loving the band my entire life. ZZ Top. I love me some classic blues rock, and I love ZZ Top, man. I also love the fact the only guy without a beard, his last name is Beard. Also, R.I.P. Dusty Hill, man. That's still so damn sad. It's not the same. They're still going strong. ZZ Top's still going, but without Dusty, it feels strange. But I love ZZ Top, man. Like I said, I just grew up with, especially the Greatest Hits CD. I listened to that thing so many times, and then I expanded my knowledge of the band growing up more and more. I had more access to it, and yeah, ZZ Top is just, it's my ish, man. It's the ish. I love me some old classic stuff. I love blues. I love classic rock. I'm an old soul in that aspect. My favorite music is still blues and classic rock. It just is. I just love classic stuff. Okay, sue me. But the thing that's funny is, I kind of like picking those songs that aren't super known for bands, but my favorite ZZ Top song is still Sharp Dressed Man. It just is. It's a song that made me fall in love with the band completely, and I love the riff. I love the song. It's awesome. And people may call it a basic choice. I don't care. Sharp Dressed Man is an amazing song, especially when you dress up in a suit and someone plays that song in the background. You feel like a badass. Simple as that. ZZ Top, number 6. Number 5, my gateway drug into metal. The band that made me fall in love with metal and started my whole journey into that world. Judas Priest. I love Judas Priest. I'm so glad I got to see them live. I need to see them live again before they retire because I have a feeling it's getting close. I still haven't checked out the new album because I want to do a video on it, so stay tuned for the review. In fact, that's the review that's coming out this week. I'm reviewing Invincible Shield this week, so I'm finally going to listen to it. I put off listening to it because I wanted to do a video on it, and I hate myself for not doing it. It's been so long. It's behind the times. It's probably not going to do good reviews, but I don't care. I love Judas Priest. They're the ones who got me in the metal. I've gone back and listened to everything. I mean, hell, you can kind of see, like, behind the wheel. I need to find a new place to put out the Screaming for Vengeance poster. I need to figure a new spot for it, but what else needs to be said? It's like Metallica. You guys know why Judas Priest is great. It has one of, if not the greatest frontman in metal history, one of the best vocalists of all time, 2 of the greatest guitarist duels, even though, like, you know, KK's still not the band. KK's going strong on his own stuff, but I love Priest. Yes, there's not a lot of original members anymore. In fact, like, you know, even Glenn's starting to go out because he has his ailments, and he plays when he can, but they have great replacements in there for them, holding up the mantle greatly. Rob's still going strong. In fact, I feel like Rob is actually getting stronger again. I feel like he's finding his voice again because he's had some trouble going with the high notes recently. Obviously, he's older now. It's kind of hard to scream when you're at the age, but he's getting stronger with them. I think he's working on techniques to help, you know, work with the falsetto screams. It's all working out. But my favorite song from Judas Priest, this is the one I went back and forth. I talk about this too, and I think the top 10 underrated Judas Priest songs. I've gone back and forth. I was thinking Let the Rebel still my favorite song, but it's number 2 because number 1's still Hellrider, man. I love Hellrider with every fiber of my being. It's my original name, Hellrider Mix. Mix was the name of my original band, but I love Hellrider. It's just a fantastic song. No, it just gives me chills. It's heavy. I love it, especially watching the Rise in the East live version. It's perfection. Judas Priest, number 5. And before we get to the top 3, we have to hit number 4, Joe Satriani. He's the one who made me fall in love with guitar. Simple as that. Especially living in freaking Flying in a Blue Dream growing up. Dad would play in the car all the damn time. What else needs to be said? He's one of the greatest guitar virtuosos of all time. He makes the guitar sing. His music makes you feel a certain way. The last album I did, in fact, he hasn't had a new album come out in a while, right? Yeah, I think so. I think the last one was still the Elephant album, which I was still blown away by that album because his last few albums, well, I'll be honest, they were kind of melancholy. It's kind of the same thing over and over again. But the recent one, as you guys saw, I did a review for that last time when it came out. So I think I think it's been 2 years since that came out. It was amazing. I loved it. But my favorite song from Joe is still the classic War. I used to know how to play it. I need to relearn how to play it because I love the melody in that song. I love that whole song. Every fiber. That's back when Joe had hair, which is hilarious. It's funny. It's like looking back at me when I had hair. It's just funny. But Ball Bros Unite. I love Joe Satriani. I want to see him live, but he doesn't come around here very often. Which is ironic because he's from the area. Well, he's not from here, but he lives. I believe he still lives in San Francisco. I'm drawing a super blank right now. I'm being a terrible fan. I'm sorry. Before I make myself look any dumber, Joe Satriani, number 4. Now we jump into the top 3. You guys have heard me talk about this many, many a times. My top 3 bands were always a tie between Styx, Megadeth, and Collective Soul. Those 3 bands are tied, and depending on the day, would depend on who my favorite was. It would just, what mood I'm in would determine who they are. But I sat down, thought about it, and I finally came up with the order of who my top 3 are. So rounding off the top 3, we start off with Collective Soul. I love everything about this band. They just released another album too. I need to get to it for reviewing, but like growing up in the 90s, listening to the radio in the late 90s, early 2000s, Collective Soul dominated the radio. I'll get this out of the way right now. You guys already know my favorite song from them of all time is December. I play it. I have a cover of it on the channel. It's my favorite song of all time, period. But I love Collective Soul, man. Seeing them live, they put on a fantastic show. They still put on a fantastic show. And just everything about them, I love their music so damn much. It makes you feel good. It's surprisingly heavy. Like, it's a good like gateway for like getting you more into heavier rock, because they have kind of the poppy rock elements to them, but they also have hard rock stuff in them. I love Collective Soul, man, and I can't wait to see them live again. I can't wait to listen to the new album. Just, they've collected my soul, and they own it, because Collective Soul is my number three favorite band of all time. I'll be honest, putting Collective Soul at number 3 was a little bit easy. While I do love them so much, the number 2 and 1 were always fighting between Megadeth and Styx, and this was hard for me to figure out who I exactly wanted to go with. But number 2 is Megadeth. They're my favorite metal band of all time, but they just got beat out by Styx. That means it's obviously because that makes Styx number 1. But Megadeth, musicality, I love about their musicality. I love almost all their albums. I have a whole series going over song rankings where I ranked every single Megadeth album of all time and Megadeth song of all time. You haven't watched that, please go back and check it out. It's a classic series on the channel. I put a lot of work into that series. And just Megadeth, man. Well, people have their opinions about Dave, and I agree, he's a bit Dave Mustaine. Dave Insane's a great song, which also Cat plays. I love that song so much. Might bring that back on Throwback Thursday episode soon. But I love Megadeth. Even though, yes, they have gone through tons of lineup changes. What the lineup changes have done, though, is brought a lot of, lesser known guitarists into the forefront and made them superstars and made people realize who these guys are. Like, Kiko was known. He was known before joining Megadeth, but I didn't know about him personally. I might have known about him, but Megadeth made me discover Kiko. Chris Broderick was, bigger in the metal community, but being on Megadeth brought him to the broader light. And just a lot of people got famous with Megadeth, or more brought to the common eye, broader eye. A lot of the guys were famous in the metal world, but out of that, because Megadeth kind of transcends, because they're on the radio. People know them from the radio, especially during the 90s. Cryptic Writings, everything on there. And I love Megadeth. My favorite song is still Holy Wars. That's not going to change anytime soon, unless somehow Dave drops a song that surpasses Holy Wars. Megadeth is my second favorite band of all time, which leaves us with my number 1 favorite band of all time, Styx. Styx is the gateway to everything on my music journey. I have loved them my entire life. And, well, not my entire life. I discovered them when I was in middle school. Well, I didn't discover them, but my parents took me to the concert when I was in 7th grade. Yeah, I was 7th grade. And I fell in love with their music. And it's what got me into listening to more classic rock. There's songs I knew about from them. I didn't know it was them. And it was a classic case of you know these songs like, Come Sail Away, Lady, stuff like that. You don't know it's this one band until you start listening to the band. Like, oh crap, this is them. Classic case. I had that when I saw Switchfoot with Collective Soul last year, and I was like, oh crap, that's Switchfoot. That was a fun time. But Styx, man, the reason why they are number 1 is, one, they are, like I said, the gateway for everything on my music journey, but also because they encompass many genres. They have poppy elements, they have harder rock elements, they have borderline metal moments. So that's why for Styx, I actually picked 3 different songs, but I'll get to that in a second. It's just, they make me feel a certain way. No matter how, like, every time I have a doubt that they may have been taken over by my favorite band, I'll go see them live, and then I get reminded why. They make me feel a certain way listening to their music. It just Styx resonates so much with my soul, and I absolutely adore this band with every fiber of my being. JY is still, he's tied. This is a 100% tied, just because it depends on genre. And my top 3 guitarists are Joe Satriani, JY, and Dave Mustaine. They're my 3 favorite guitarists of all time, and that's like, I love them all so damn much. But when it comes to Styx, my top 3 favorite songs, I'm gonna pick one per main singer in history. So for Dennis DeYoung, for songs he sings and everything, my favorite song is still Sweet Madam Blue. That song is epic, kind of fitting because tomorrow's 4th of July, but that song is just such a good song. It's also, it's not like people think it's an American anthem. It's like, listen to the song, listen to the lyrics, please. It's I love that song so much. Between the clean guitar opening, the heavy as hell riff, Sweet Man in Blue is a masterpiece. I love that song so damn much. For Tommy Shaw, I've expressed this because I did a classic review of the album because my parents got me the album for my birthday a couple years ago. Crystal Ball is my favorite Tommy Shaw song. I was bouncing back and forth with a couple, but no, just Crystal Ball, again, is an absolute masterpiece. Especially when they play it live. The song, it gets me, man. It gets to my soul. I love it. But my favorite member of the band is still JY, and my favorite James JY Young song is Miss America. I love it so much. The guitar, the riff, JY's vocals in the song, just the whole compass of it. That's a borderline metal song because it's all, not many classic rock songs, you know, there are ones that are based on riffs, but not riffs of the style of Miss America. Like, it transcends the classic rock riffage. I think it's like, it definitely like shows like, no, this is what a riff can sound like, and it's because it's very different. I love it. I love this band so much. I could gush about them forever, but I don't make this video too long. Styx is my #1 favorite band of all time. Just like you're my #1 favorite people on the planet of all time. Thank you guys for spending your time with me. I'm tired. We're in a heat wave right now. My brain hurts. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you guys enjoyed this top 10 list, please leave a like down below, comment down below. Again, if you predicted it, good job for you. If not, let me know what your favorite let me know down below what your top 10 favorite bands are. I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay tuned. Tomorrow we have a classic Throwback Thursday video coming out. A series people wanted me to do. It's time we started it. I love you all so much. As always, the name's David. You call me Fenrirock. Take care.
First and foremost, I like to thank these beautiful people right here. And if you want to be one of these beautiful people right here, consider joining the memberships down below today. I'm a guy doing this all by himself, and I need all the help I can get. You don't have to, but I would love you so much if you did. There's also going to be like 2 videos right here, well, maybe even a playlist. I think what video played today. It's going to be 2 channels you sub to. You know, FCU, woohoo, merch down below. Words are hard. Name's David. You can call me Fenrirock. Terrible outros. Bye!